welcome. We're back. Apparently it said river as I was going to the bathroom. Hilarious. You guys are funny. And the red pod's going off. I'm back. Again, we're going to visit the Acotes, probably butchering that name, Hill Cemetery. And it seems like, yes, apparently many spirits are trying to come through. That's why I said I think I need to do a quick part 2 because they weren't done. And even though my unfortunate nature calling, I had to end it. So, we're back. Yeah, exactly.
C.
I see that you're using the REM pod. It said C as in EE. And I can see that you wanted to have a little bit more time, whether it's an extra 30 minutes or so. Hopefully you didn't see me go to the bathroom. Because again, it's at river. Literally, as soon as I was getting out of the bathroom, I heard the river. I was like, lol. Hilarious. You guys are hilarious. I just hope they didn't. I don't think they can. I think it's like a privacy thing. You guys didn't see me physically. You probably heard me, but didn't see me. Anyways, I do see that there is somebody here. Because you were, again, as soon as I walked through this doorway, I heard the REM pod going off. I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait. And then I sat down and here we are. So again, just there might be some more spirits that need my help or want to talk or tell a story. We found some interesting ones during part 1. So I still have the prayer for anybody who wants me to say it again. Again, Capel. Oh, take a photo. Oh, okay.
Take photo.
All right, you guys got to do some cool, funny, silly faces that I cannot unfortunately see, but maybe we'll see it in the camera. As well as say cheese when I count to 3. All right? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Whether or not it gets really captured, I don't know. I'll look at it later. Because sometimes when I do things on this device, I lose it, and I don't want to lose it. All right. Sorry, again, if I hadn't chugged my coffee so fast at the end, I probably would have been able to continue another 15 minutes, but I couldn't. I just had to take care of it. I know, TMI. They're like, TMI, girl. Do you think I'm funny? If you think I'm funny, REM pod, or EMF meter to orange or red, if you think Detective Lazari is hilarious and funny, and that it cheers you up by hearing me being silly. Or the bell. And apparently I have a dead crowd here. It's very quiet in both of them. We're saving something. I don't know what. I heard something behind me. Was that you behind me? It's like a thud. Maybe that's what you were trying to do.
Please go right.
Referring to my messy room a little bit, but yeah. My doorway area, I have a little mousey on the floor. I found that as I was cleaning. And I kind of miss having somebody bippity bap it. I mean, maybe the spirit of my beloved Fifi likes to.
Living.
Oh. Living, huh? Is there a message to the living? Words of wisdom? Or maybe a relative you want to say a message to? And when you said go right, maybe referring to looking up someone? Not the door? And yes, I do have somebody living coming home soon, if not already. And that would be my father. He comes around this time. So again, yes, someone's going to sadly make a little bit of noises below at some point. That's why I try to do the session around the time that I do. But it seems like somebody was wanting to communicate to me. My REM pod. Again, if you haven't seen part 1, go back, watch part 1. It was wow.
Feeling.
Do you think that your living relatives feel you? You know, people do say that they get a cold feeling in one of their extremities, whether it's the arms, legs, hands, face, more so than the other side, just random, and it's probably for a brief moment, and then it just becomes normal. So people do know that they can feel a spirit by a very cold, cold feeling. Just in one little area, as if you were either, REM pod. EMF meter, sorry. As if you were touching or setting your hand on us or kissing us. So again, oh wait, I know it was a joke because again, I was literally using the unfortunate thing called the bathroom and it said river. I was just thinking, yeah, I am flowing out a river. Did you pass away in a river? Maybe that was a clue. And I'm totally like bypassing that. I have 27 that have river, but it just says Fall River, a place. Fall River, Indian River. It's like places. Oh,
I've been here 300 years.
Okay, that's good to know. So in the 1700s, I don't know if anybody is unfortunately listed in the 1700s that is in this cemetery though. Maybe a Native American that isn't listed. So we have Gary Allen Daughtry. He unfortunately was injured Monday after being struck by a railroad train near a river.
Deception.
That was spewed in my part 1. Could be a repetitive spew. So if Gary is maybe a possible spirit coming through when it mentioned the river, you just give me a little, I'm not going to be focused, unfortunately, on the EMF meter because I'm looking over here.
Mental
illness. So there's somebody that is coming through right now that's telling me that they had, unfortunately, mental illness and may have caused themselves to pass away. I'll look that up too. Again, there's a lot that mention Fall River, a place, Indian River, a place, Blackstone River, being a member, Fall River, a lot of Fall Rivers. No. Are you, remember that person I looked up in part 1? Says right there, river. Yeah, interesting. Lots of like rivers, like Twin River, Fall River. I might have to just, unfortunately, just say, yeah, that was it. Okay. Nope, I couldn't find anybody who may have done that, but let me type in mental. If I can type. Unfortunately, it doesn't say mental illness as an option in the bio. But unfortunately, some people who do have that end up doing this. Is it Haiti? MacDonald? Who was 60? Oh, again, the tub?
The tub.
It could be just a repetitive spew. Maybe there's some spirits having issues communicating to me, and it's just spewing random stuff in the meantime. So it says right here, she passed away, apparently illuminating this. I can't say it, so I'll let you read it. GAS, that. Aww. So is that why you chose to go? Again, that's the only one I can think of that may have had mental illness at the end. So I did say that somebody was coming home. He just came home. So it's going to get a little noisy down below. So I do apologize. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that you unfortunately chose to go at that age. But I think that, again, she had poor health and her spouse passed away early before her. She was 1931 and he was 1918. So again, she was a widow. So that's her, by the way, Haiti. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find anybody. Oh, 1990. Somebody from 1990s?
1990s.
I'm gonna go with this and see if I can find anybody. Too many. So I have 1990s and 10 years difference, just in case. Or maybe take it to 5. That might help. I'm eliminating it to 5. Still 658. I'm going to type in that same last name earlier, Sweet. Is it possible it's, again, a Sweet family member? We have Albert Sweet. I did get Bert in one of my sessions. Otherwise, Harold Sweet or Walter Sweet. If any of these are you, it's a baby, by the way. No, wait, never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that. My brain is not seeing too well, and then I thought it said something else. So. Terrified again.
Terrified.
Again, this is either you guys really letting me know that you were terrified in life, and it could be that Reynolds family again, after having to be emmed by some hired man. I'm still waiting for the little clue, if they are telling their story. Starts with a B. So if you are indeed the Reynolds family, Edwin, Cervella, and I already forgot the mother's name. My bad. Please hold. Excuse me. Abby. Sorry. Oh, there's 2 Abbies. No, never mind. Someone just has a different spelling on it. Never mind. So again, Abby, Edwin or Edward, and Cervella. All 3 of them. And Cervella was the 14-year-old daughter. Again, watch part 1. The way they interacted with the devices was kind of interesting. So, yep. It might get a little noisy. Again, we're probably going to give this another 15 minutes. I just felt like maybe they wanted to have a bit of a conversation, a continuation. Hopefully I'm on the right thing where I took a little break because of nature. And here we are. So 15 more minutes, if anything. Come on down. Who else is going to let me know their story? It's got to be more of an easier way. Oh, well, okay.
My life was amazing.
That is good to hear. Whoever is letting me know that they had a wonderful life, whoever that was. So I just said my life was amazing. And don't forget, you can ring the bell. If possible. Otherwise, a REM pod or CAPL. Especially if you're really coming through and trying to tell your story. Or if I have a few that I have to scroll through and you want to say, wait, that's me, you let me know. Oh,
How are you?
I'm doing well. Hopefully you are too. Unsure who's coming through to say it, but thank you for letting me know that you're curious how I'm doing. But I did say the prayer in part 1. But there could be new spirits coming in that may need me to say the prayer. But you have to kind of give me a little yes, please, by either CAPL or, since the REM pod's been kind of quiet, the REM pod, which is a square device in the back. By getting close to it, it should go beep or click. And I'll take that moment, again, of silence, of reading it in my head, and hopefully it will be received, whoever needs it. Or double dose, if it's REM pod and CAPL around the same time, it's you telling me to summon some spirit guides to help you. Again, CAPL, by the way. Or REM pod. If anybody needs it. Because I don't know how many other people have been, unfortunately, in a tragedy. I guess I can type in that word. Because again, I did say that word earlier. No.
Use the board.
Here's the thing. I know that this gets sometimes just randomly spewed. But if there is a spirit that thinks that I have a Ouija board and thinks that I can just pull that out and use it with a planchette, I don't have one. So you're going to have to just use what I have for you. Again, REM pod with the red light on. Clear CAPLs, any of them, they should light up if you tap, shake, pick up, hold. Otherwise, the EMF meter to go to red if you really are trying to come through. Otherwise, the bell. Or, again, my ghost motion detectors haven't gone off. They're just sitting there quiet. Oh.
I screamed.
It could be the Reno family having to get emmed. And we're unfortunately in a state where there was fire involved. So are you coming back again, that family?
It's watching you.
I know Fifi's watching me. It said that earlier, and I asked if Fifi can validate that that was her saying, I've been watching you. And then it said, I like the forest. And I'm like, wait, that's usually a phrase she would say. And then I said, can you, again, interact with that REM pod? And it just did it once. Beep. And I'm like, hey, I guess it is. So is it's watching you still, Fifi? Is she by the water hole area up here where the section is, or down there? Can she do the REM pod again? Just to say, yep, I'm always here watching you do your sessions. I enjoy them. And not only that, I get free pets. By all those spirits that come and join you. Again, it's been quiet on the REM pod, so I'm curious if it goes off again. It might be Fifi. Just joining me. Otherwise, it could be the family members of the Reno family watching me. Oh, of course.
Malicious.
So again, what happened to them was very malicious. Again, getting emmed, all three of them. The mother, the father, and their child that was only 14 years old, a daughter. Cervella, yes. It was very malicious acts. Whoever was like a hitman or something. It was a hired man, basically. I don't know what reasoning for them to do that to that entire family. What was behind the whole thing. Why someone would do that. They did find them. Again, we haven't seen that word yet. We'll see if it comes through. Starts with a B. Otherwise, any new spirits? I got roughly 10 minutes if I do 30 minutes in. I just wanted to do a quick part 2 because, again, I wish I had not chugged my coffee so much. Oh, well, okay.
Extrovert.
Well, that's not going to help me find somebody, but they're letting me know they're very open and outdoorsy, adventurous, love to socialize, not someone who would enclose themselves inside a room. So it's somebody who liked to be socialized. Oh, wait, hold up. I had to unfortunately scratch a session with someone. I want to show them because, again, her name is not in the word bank, but something very close. I want to tell her story real quick. So she's a 23-year-old that had unfortunately passed away due to either illness or some type of mental event. And it was in a hospital, by the way. So her name is Gabrielle Cody. And again, she was 23. It doesn't mention anything of her life at all. Do you want me to add to your bio your information that I discovered yesterday, Gabrielle?
Imagination.
Please hold. I have to type with one finger, and it's not easy. So again, this is the one. This is how she looked before she passed away, roughly. And her story is very long, but it's beautiful because apparently she was a registered nurse with the Trinity Healthcare. She had a great love and compassion for the elderly and the patients she had cared for as a nurse. She had often brought her guitar to work to play and sing for the patients under her care.
Despair.
And besides her parents, she leaves behind a twin brother, Zachary. And I said, hey, I'm a twin. And, sorry. I was like, yeah. Anyways. But yeah. So, again, I just wanted to show her page because she came through one of my sessions, but unfortunately I had a lot of issues with whether it was me, with my bodily noises from a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, it is a lot of description of your life, and I feel like I should copy and paste it onto your bio in your Find a Group page, so that way people know what happened and who you or what you did while you were living. And maybe add your photo, maybe. Again, if it's you trying to come back, let me know. So like I was saying, I had a good session. The way they communicated with the REM pod was awesome, and the way they communicated with the spirit talker was awesome. But again, my stomach was making weird sounds, even though I had food, and my mouth was making gurgling noises. I'm like, what? Grr. And then, of course, somebody down below was hollering, and I'm like, oh, and I had to scratch it. But I didn't want her story to be unknown. Hope she's okay with that. So again, it said Gabriel. That was the closest she was able to find her name. And it said, is that why you put Gabriel? Because that your name isn't in the word bank. So is that why? And then the REM pod went bonkers.
Glenn.
Glenn, huh? That'd be interesting if there was a Glenn involved, but no. Alright, I'm going to save that page for later in case she wants me to add it later. And I still need to do Sean P. Holmes from part 1. Gotta find out what happened to him. Glenn? 2 Glens. Is it No, one Glenn, sorry. Glenn A. Slayton, 1877 to 1937. If this is you, can you let me know? Glenn, you were 58 or 60. Hello, hi, if you were here. I mean, that's who may be coming through. Doesn't tell me the reasoning for his passing. Excuse me. His wife got to live to be 75, 76. And here's my voices, or my, as I called to my dad, I'm like, the frog is coming out. Croak, croak, croak. Anyways.
Many died here.
So again, yes, in this specific town of Glocester did indeed have 8,000 resting here. So again, there's many stories that are hiding behind a headstone or a placard or in a mausoleum, a vault. There's many stories. I just wish people had more information on their Find a Grave page. So when people walk through those cemeteries and they just type in their name and it pops up, there's something to show for others to learn about that person. Don't you agree? That's why it's great to have a Find a Grave page for that person with all that information that can help share their story, their life, especially if they're young and it was an unfortunate tragedy of why they passed. Again, I'm going to have to end it very soon. I'm just going to do this real quick. I'm just going to move it around. There you go. So I was telling the little ones, there's obviously many young ones that have sadly passed away in this cemetery. If you want to play, I got those clear cat balls. One of them, again, I just tapped and made it go.
I like to play games.
Literally, as I was just talking about little children. Interesting. I didn't even see that come through just until I, again, heard it. So again, like you just mentioned, you like to play games. I have the game called Four Corners. And part 1, right when I mentioned it, the REM pod started acting up again. So again, you like to play the Four Corners game, I'm sure. It means Detective Lazaria has to take a moment of silence to maybe put her ears and listen for one of the corners to make a big pop, tap, or knock sound. And it's maybe a spirit saying, hey, I'm over here. And then I'll be like, hey, you were over on the left or right or back side. Otherwise, you can just play up here in the tools over here, REM pod, cat balls, if you just want to have fun. Otherwise, ghost motion detectors. You have to physically pick up the skull ones. Sorry. Oh, it heard you. Can't tell if it was on the right side. I can't tell if it was in the back side or in the middle. If that was you, can you let me know? Oh.
I hated my life.
Is that the one that had, I found out that she did something because of her poor health and she lost her husband in 1918 and she passed away not too long after, like 1930s? Maybe that's the one that was saying I hated my life? Haiti, that was it.
Do you believe in us?
Yes, I do. You mentioned earlier in part 1, do you believe I'm real? And I said yes, especially the way you interacted with the REM pod. So yes, I do. And the cat ball, by the way, because I literally said, if you need me to say a prayer, you just tap the cat ball again, and it did. So I said the prayer right away. That was for part 1. again, children, if you're here playing around, I heard some possible tap pop on the right side. Can't tell if it was middle or in the back, but I heard something. So maybe that was you. I can see the EMF meter going strong. So somebody unfortunately is letting me know that they had disliked their life. I'm not sure who though. So it's hard to say, but I typed in the S word and the only one that popped up was Haiti, which I showed earlier. All right, it's 30 minutes, so if it gets really interfered with a lot of noises, I may have to just unfortunately end that, end the part 2 session. So again, somebody is below. I don't know how long they'll be pretty quiet, but if it gets super loud, I may have to unfortunately end it. But I just wanted to give them a little extra time for part 2. Hopefully I made the right choice. I mean, it's been very quiet on the REM pod, so it was very active earlier. Because he's literally right below me. I can hear him. So either you guys got to be very loud for me. Oh.
Knock.
That's what I meant. Yes. Can you knock? You have to be a little loud. And ideally in front of me, because behind me is where he is. So you have to knock very loudly, either on the door, the closet door, and I'll listen. Hopefully it's in front of me and in my room, not below. Otherwise those devices too.
Guilt.
So again, I hated my life and guilt. Somebody felt guilt for, I don't know. Yeah, the clues that they're giving me, I can't find them. Again, I don't think I could just type it. I mean, it might be like guilty, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's an emotion, feeling guilt for something.
I made that sound.
Oh, the one I heard earlier when I said I can't tell if it was either the right middle or right back, and it made that knock sound. That's what you're referring to? So again, like I said, somebody's downstairs, so there's a lot of noises. But it was before he entered the kitchen. And it was definitely up in the room, not down below. Well, again, if you are coming through, the one that's saying they felt guilt, didn't like their life, can you tell me who you are? Is it possible before I have to end it? And I don't know if you were a child or an adult. I don't know. Yeah. Whoa, strong on the EMF meter. I saw that. Hall? Last name Hall?
Hall.
So we always have a last name Hall. We have 22 Halls. Unsure who you are, but there is 22 Halls. So if your last name is Hall, hello, hi. I guess I have to go through 22, just scan it and look for an interesting, either the way your age was cut short, or you have, demonstrate?
Demonstrate.
Okay, I'll demonstrate that REM pod again. Sorry, I have to reach really. If you get really close, you do that. All right. Otherwise, Capel, I'll do in a second. Bell, Capel. You're already doing the EMF there. Okay.
We like the dark.
So again, I just did all the stuff. Can you mess around with them before I have to end it? Mr. or Mrs. Hall? I can't find out just yet. Really? I have no clue what he's doing. He's knocking and making a lot of noise. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. I'm not seeing anybody, unfortunately, with the hall that says, hey, guess what? I'm the one that you need to apparently, yeah, I think I might have to end this.
Archfiend.
Exactly. I'm a little, yeah, yeah. Anyways, we tried. I did demonstrate. I did give him an extra part 2. I do apologize. Again, can you at least try to do the REM pod real quick before I end it, or Capel, to say thank you? Thank you for giving us a part 2, even though it's unfortunately getting interfered with somebody making a lot of noise down below, and I did say that it might happen. I didn't realize it was going to be that annoying. Sorry. Yeah? Anything? Any chance? Come back? If you want to just say thank you to Detective Lazaria. She'll try to remember those that I have to do a little bit of research for to find out what happened to them, such as Sean P. Holmes. I just cannot find, again, it could just be a random spew of saying Hall, but I couldn't find anybody that had an interesting page. Oh, of course, Johnson.
Johnson.
Just gonna see how many Johnsons are in this specific cemetery. 16. We have 16 Johnsons, just so you guys know. There's 16. If Johnson's trying to come through real quick, can you do the Capel REM pod if it's a Mr. or Mrs.? I don't know which one it is. I'm just going through it to see if there's any possible maiden names that seem interesting and tied to somebody that I may have already done something with. But no. Nobody that I can see off. Yeah. No. Alright, well, I tried. Alright. Is it getting quiet? We'll see. Unfortunately, I do have to, excuse me, burp for one. Apologies, and my apologies. Excuse me. All right. I think whatever he was doing, oh, you know what he was doing? I know exactly what he was doing. My dad, he was crushing some croutons to make for his salad. He's having a salmon salad. That's what he was doing. So he's now probably eating. Oh, there you go. I was like, what are you doing? We might get lucky and be able to go to maybe another, well, right now it's 39. So 6 more minutes, we'll see.
Where are my ashes?
Aw, so you were cremated? Is that a clue to letting me know you were cremated? A spirit from this cemetery? If that is the case, can you let me know? I'll type it in. It may work, it may not. Two, is it Maud McKnight, otherwise George Ford? They mentioned that they... Oh, never mind. unsure about that. So it looks like the husband of Maud was cremated at Swan Point. So if you're connected to Maud McKnight and you're asking where are my ashes, they're at Swan Point Cemetery. Oh, another what? They're both interesting. They're both letting me know that they were cremated. And
I'm hiding.
and at Swan Point. Interesting. Two different people, two different years, and yet they were cremated, and not them, but a family member or a spouse. So if you're curious, your ashes might be at Swan Point. Whoever was coming through, maybe. And yet I can tell you're hiding because, again, it got super quiet. Even the REM pod, the EMF meter is kind of quiet too. Are you guys done? I mean, maybe you just want me to go ahead and let you rest? Otherwise, you're waiting and saving your energy for something? It could be just that. You can, oh.
Moan.
Moan? All right, I might just see the next few minutes, if anything just seems more quiet down, I might just unfortunately say it was a good part 2, despite it getting kind of quiet near the end. And hopefully those that I helped in part 1 definitely got the help they needed. Doesn't look like they needed spirit guides to get summoned. Didn't look like they need me to say the prayer for the second time for part 2. At least a capel didn't go off. Hey!
Destruction.
Ah! Fifi, Miss Destruction. That's your nickname. You did come through part 1 at the end. You're trying to say I'm coming back again? Oh, well, technically her ashes are over here. By the way, she was cremated too. Others?
Others.
Well, I do have other kitty cats that have passed too. Bebe, Mooey, Buttercup. I mean, if the cat pole goes off, it's like Phoebe saying, yep, that's me, blap. Or REM pod has been super quiet. If you get that REM pod going, my beloved Phoebe, that'd be awesome. Because, again, my viewers and subscribers enjoy seeing you come around and interact with the toys and tools, especially when your nickname comes through. Again, if you make that REM pod go off, it's you.
Phenomena.
Because it would be that. So what if I tap a cat ball? Could you tap this one? Or the same one after? Sorry, I had to like physically knock it like a cat would. So again, is it possible you can play with me real quick before I end it, Phoebe? Miss Destruction? I don't know where you're at. You're going to have to show me by interacting with those tools. Are you over here? Over there? Phoebe, where are you? Let me know. Oh, well, I was hoping. And don't forget, if you need that energy, Fifi, you just go to the light sources. There's 3 of them, the 2 lamps and the ceiling light, if that's what you need. Or me. I'm only getting permission from my beloved Fifi to use me as the energy. So again, bap the capel or the REM pod to say, yes, I am here. The word destruction was indeed me saying hi. And yes, there are still others here that are hiding. Loud knock somewhere up in the ceiling. Not sure if that was a spirit or just quink dink. Definitely heard that. Wasn't really per se a corner though. It was up above me. Aww.
Sacrifice.
Is this a spirit coming through that is human that had sacrificed their life? Maybe a veteran? I'm so sorry if that's what happened. You felt like you sacrificed yourself to, whether it's for your family or your country. Unfortunately, I typed in that word and nothing comes up. Type in the other word that could be it. Oh, wait. Hold on. I typed in the hero word, Holly Joy Anderson. She was 21 years old. She was considered a hero. Holly Joy Anderton. Not the best picture because it's pixelated, but that's her. She was 21. And I typed in the other word that could be referring to sacrifice, which is a person that would be considered a hero. And it says that she, maybe that's just a term they put. Aw, a battle with, aw. Another twin. What are the odds? Trapped here? Oh no.
Trapped here.
So, I don't know if this is her saying trapped here. Hold on. So basically it's, what are the odds of me getting a lot of twins related to their, and it, yeah, so, Gabriella, she had a twin, Zachary. This one, who I just discovered, who's a young one, they probably both passed away due to some illness or disease. And it says her twin brother is Joshua. And I was like, I'm a twin. So I'm still looking where the hero word is. It's probably right in front of me. Yeah, it's right there. And the late, a real hero who adored Holly. Interesting. So what are the odds of it coming through with that, right? Oh, of course.
They will harm you.
So again, it says trapped here. I don't know if this is a spirit saying that or if it's a random spew. If you are indeed trapped here and you need me to summon the spirit guides so that you can get the help that you need, can you please come forward and activate whether it's the REM pod that's been quiet or cat ball to let me know before I have to go. If you need me to summon a spirit guide or spirit guides because you're trapped here, please tell me and I'll do that. Otherwise, it could just be a random spew. So yes, my father did just finish his food and he's now in the sink area making noise. No? Okay.
Refuse.
You refuse the service and the help that I was just offering? You don't want it? Alright. Well, again, it was an option. Just letting you know. Otherwise, maybe you just want a simple and just have me say a prayer. Maybe this saying the prayer will help because it's just a simple form of getting the help you need to get untrapped if you are trapped. Again, Capel, Rimbod.
I guess you have questions.
Don't we all? Yeah, again, I'm just trying to see if you have any last words or activity you want to do before I end it. Whoever said I was trapped here. Or sorry, I'm trapped here. Because I don't want you to feel trapped if you are. But again, it could just be a random spew. So again, I just thought it was interesting how I just unfortunately had a not so pleasant session with Gabrielle because of, again, interference in a sense. But what are the odds of her having a twin brother? And then this one right here, who was also young, Holly Joy Anderton, also happened to have a twin brother. That's so unique and interesting because I was like, I'm a twin. I mean, they're with me and alive, but yeah. Oh, well.
You look the same.
Yeah, I haven't changed because again, if you're referring to the session I did yesterday, I haven't changed since. Otherwise, again, I don't know. It could just be a repetitive phrase. All right, I'm just gonna assume since it's been quiet on the devices and unsure if you're really trying to come through, and it could be just random stuff coming through, but I did share a couple interesting spirits or souls, and hopefully you enjoyed part 1 as well. But this Detective Lazaria needs to unfortunately get going. So thank you. All right. Aww.
Pain.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of us do probably suffer pain towards the end of our life, and especially perhaps Holly, Joy, and maybe even Gabrielle had felt the pain due to their illness or disease. But they're no longer suffering anymore now that they're in heaven and at peace. Because as soon as you pass away, all that goes away. Yeah. All right. Like I was saying, this Detective Lazaria has to go. All right, Detective Lazaria is signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.